Selection Sunday show, baby. Selection Sunday show. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Selection Sunday show. Let's get it. So you about it. Before we get to the Selection Sunday show, let's check a few of the conference tournament championship matchups that were both teams gonna get in the tournament regardless. Well, let's check bracketology first. What do they say for the Bubble Watch now? Wow, even though we won our tournament championship, they still got us listed on here. Wow, so I guess it is some discrepancies with this Bubble Watch slightly, because they still got us listed on here even though we just won the conference tournament championship. But maybe it didn't go through yet for Sunday. That's probably what it is, possibly. We're still on Sunday, so. But I think we moved up a little bit. Who else is on here? So let's see. Who should get in? St. Mary's. Yeah, 4 losses straight. I'll be shocked if St. Mary's gets in with these last 4 L's. Wisconsin. I'll be shocked if they get in with 4 out of 5. All these L's recently. Idaho. I think they played in the conference tournament championship, so I'm not going to check them. Charlotte. Oh yeah, they lost by 50. I doubt they shouldn't get in. I doubt they get in. Syracuse. We lost in OT. They could possibly get in. They have a better chance than these 4. Wyoming. I think they possibly played in the conference championship. I'm not going to check them. UNLV. Ooh, lost by 50, so that's the talk of 50-50. Because all these W's though right before. Wow, when they get blew out by 50. They beat BYU here by 30 at BYU. Then in the tournament, they get beat by 50. And they beat BYU here by 30. Wow. And right here too. Oh, they lost to BYU here though by 7. Interesting. At home. At home lost to BYU by 7 at BYU. Beat them by 30, and then in the tournament lost by 40, 50? Yeah. Wow. Sorry, checking. So that's 50-50 for them. Rhode Island, should they get in? 50-50. Purdue. Ooh, I might have too many L's recently. They might not get in. Too many L's recently. Siena. Oh, they won. Yeah, they definitely in. They won everything. They won their tournament championship. Right here by 4. So they definitely in there. Georgetown lost the conference championship. So I think they should be in there. DePaul. I think Georgetown should definitely be in there 70-80%. Should get in there. Siena 100% for sure. DePaul 50-50. Lost to Cincy in the first round, I think, of the tournament. Non-conference schedule. Will it be Arizona in non-conference play? They lost to Buffalo, lost to Bowling Green, lost to GWashington, lost to UT, lost to Colorado. We could beat St. John's. We got LSU. Oh yeah, lost to Georgia. Yeah, well, they should get in. 75-80% chance. And LaSalle should have a yeah, I think LaSalle should get in. 70-80% chance. But yeah, I think these 4 definitely should get in. At the bottom, let's see. But let's see what happened in the tournament games real quick before we get to the bracket shit. No, not rosters. We're going to Tournamentary. So you want to look at that Big 12 championship, SEC championship, and the smaller league championship. Let's see if we can find the smaller league first. Shout out to Hawaii. Tony Brook, we don't want to check that yet. Not yet. We won this BYU versus Wyoming. BYU down by 3.5. Came back and won it. Nice. Nice. We talked to him after the game. 3 for 14, 1 for 6. Wow, he was way off. 3 for 8, he was better. 7 6. We talked to him after the game. Maybe this kid off the bench. Yeah, he talks to him. Wow, nobody in double figures. Wow. Freshman, junior, senior, senior. KC senior, junior, KC senior, junior, C. Harvey, Damien Jacobson, junior. Interesting. Wow, that's his career high too, 15. Wow. Senior. So you got. Let me take a break real quick. Can we get to it on that? BYU wins it by 1. Wow. They get into the NCAA tournament by just 1 point. Wow. It was down by 3.5 too. Wow. Nobody in double figures for a year. Wow. $76. I guess he could have started at 76. But he from Wyoming, so I guess I give him the edge. 76. UT Arlington, you talked to him at the game? You talked to him at the game? Texas at Arlington, Texas at San Antonio, so Texas at San Antonio was interesting. Jackson State, nice. 30-point win. Charlie? Okay. You talked to him after the game? Mississippi Valley State. Senior, freshman, senior. Maybe he could have started. Hawaii. Career high, 25 off the bench. Idaho, junior, senior. Senior, freshman. When they had him starting, took him out. Started him, interesting. And then we do. Junior, senior, freshman. LA from Seattle. In the Southeast. Wow, Mississippi State. So we got Tennessee took the L in the championship, SEC championship. So I mean, he came off the bench just a little something. Wow, he got career high 11. Yeah, just very small lineup. That's how small it is. Whew. Wow. He definitely caught some 38. Woo. Woo. Career high 42. Wow. Even 7 and 8 off the bench from them boys. Let's look at. No, wait, we already did that. It is double check. You, everybody did it. You might be out. Valley State. Everything is besides the Big Ten we want to check. Alright, Big 12. We did the Pac-10, we did, yeah. It's just Big 12 and SEC then, because we're not checking Big 10. Texas up by 5.5. Wow. Oklahoma dropped it. Yeah, that was the favorite. Oklahoma was the favorite to drop the game. Let's see who didn't play with. Senior kid right here, 80. 18 off the bench. 215 open 3, then he struggled. And he only a junior. He started last season. Junior. Senior. So who talked to him after the game? This kid for sure talked to him after the game. Wow. Wow. 1911, wow. He outdid him. Wow. Junior versus senior. 7-2 versus 16, bro. He outdid him. Off the bench. Wow, Texas wins it, bro. And he puts up 0. 2 guard puts up 0. Wow. And he's still in it. Wow. Wow. He averaged 4 assists, though. Wow. %, 36%. Wow. Can talk to him. No seniors either. Or except him. Now Oklahoma got 2 seniors right here. And the one off the bench right here. And who you start over? Nobody. He didn't even score 15 minutes. Yeah, chances to score. Didn't score. Shout out to Texas, man, for winning. Alright. So now we going to tournament time. Say it real quick. Now tournament watch time. SelectionShow watch time. Watch the 2K SelectionSunday show. Gotta watch it in 1 minute. About to watch in 1 minute. Alright, let's get it. Two minutes. At the 30 minute mark. About to watch the SelectionSunday show, man. It's about to be raw. At the 30 minute mark. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Two minutes. Let's go. You about to watch it? At the 30-minute mark.
I walk the streets where the sticks out with walkie-talkies, co-op carry wild, is that a start your heartbeat, feel the rain of the techniques, and with the techniques,
here you go.
intellectual, strategical, terrorism, it's only as a 5 caliber loaded like vision.
We there, we in here.
Bringing you the 2K Sports NCAA Selection Show. We're all set to show you the seeding and pairings, so get out your bracket sheet, get those pencils ready. Here are the basics. Of the 65 available tournament bids, 31 are automatically given the conference champion. The tournament committee hands out the remaining 34 bids on an at-large basis. An opening round game will take place on Tuesday night to narrow the field to 64 teams. But before we unveil the brackets for this season, here's a look at the final top 25.
Final top 25 bowls?
There are a couple of major changes in the rankings.
No problem, really, no.
The New Mexico Lobos fell all the way from the number 5 spot to number 11.
That's not the direction you want to be going at this time of year. They're strong teams, and I believe they can turn it around.
Also, a new team has made the leap into the top 25. The Duquesne Dukes are back in the fold as the number 21 team. It's time to talk about the topic that has a lot of players and coaches holding their breath right now, the NCAA tournament bubble. These are the 10 teams that aren't worried as much about where they'll be playing as if they'll be playing. Clark, who jumps out at you there?
Oklahoma State could have sealed their invitation with a better regular season finish. But the fact is, they play in a very tough conference, and that does weigh heavily in their favor.
And we have a few more teams in
Wow.
second position, right, Clark?
Purdue
Maybe the top
had some
5?
great games and some forgettable ones too. The future comes down to which games the committee is willing to overlook.
I'm sure it's been a long week for those teams, but the wait's almost over.
Wow.
The NCAA Selection Committee has finished its
I don't know
meeting.
why I made the call without him for
seeds
you. I
in
just
this
started
year's tournament. The Oklahoma Sooners are the top overall seed, and they will play in the East region. They begin the tournament as the dominant team in college basketball. They've been ranked number 1 in the media poll for the past 5 weeks. Let's see if they can live up to everyone's expectations. On to the second number 1 seed, who will play in the South region. The Texas Longhorns are seeking their 4th NCAA championship in school history. The Boston College Eagles are our 3rd number 1 seed, and they'll play in the Midwest region. They return to the tournament after not making the field last year, so this will be a new experience for some of their younger players. And finally, our 4th number 1 seed will play in the West region. The Mississippi State Bulldogs are in the tournament field as a number 1 seed for the first time in the history of their program. Now, here's how the brackets shape up based on where the number 1 seeds have been assigned.
First time in history,
one national semifinal game, the winner of the East region will play the winner of the South regional in the other semifinal game. The winner of the Midwest regional will play the winner of the West regional. Those games will be played on Saturday,
it's Oklahoma and
March
Mississippi
1st.
State
Then they'll be on to the
on the
national
same side of the
championship
bracket.
game on Monday night, April the 2nd. Anything shocking to you about those picks?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oklahoma.
From the top 4 teams in the media poll.
BC and Oklahoma both lost to the conference championship.
Some criticism with these picks.
So, with the number 1 seeds out of the way, finally time to tackle the rest of the bracket.
Texas won against
First up, we
Oklahoma.
take a look at the East Regional. The Oklahoma Sooners are the top seed, finishing at 28-5. They were winners of the regular season championship in the Big 12. They will take on the winner of the opening round play-in game between Jackson State with 12 wins and now the number 8 seed, the Siena Saints, come into the tournament first in their conference during the regular season and were winners of their conference tournament. They're going to play the number 9 seed, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, who were 7th in their conference, finishing at 18-11. Rice comes in as the number 5 seed, finishing at 25-7. And they will take on the 12th seed from the America East Conference, the Stony Brook Seawolves, with 25 wins. Oregon enters the field as the number 4 seed from the Pac-10. It's yet another appearance in the brackets for a school that's no stranger to the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 13 seed, the Kent State Golden Flashes, finished the season with 22 wins.
The Oregon lined up have more defeats than any other team in this tournament. They haven't had a lot of experience in the tournament recently, so it's difficult to say exactly how they'll handle it. They've shown they're capable of playing with the best teams in the nation during the regular season. Now they need to show they belong with those teams.
The Loyola College Greyhounds are in as the number 6 seed. They'll be taking on the number 11 seed, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, with 20 wins. Massachusetts comes in as the number 3 seed, finishing at 26 and 7. UC Riverside comes into face with the number 14 with 19 wins in the tournament championship of the Big West. Our number 7 seed is from the ACC. The Florida State Seminoles are on a hot streak, having just won their conference tournament championship. They are going to play the number 10 seed, the LSU Tigers, who are 6th in their conference, finishing at 20 and 13. Next up is the number 2 seed. The Aggies of Texas A&M have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Big 12. They'll be going up against the number 15 seed, the Colgate Raiders, with 19 wins. This marks their 4th appearance in the NCAA tournament in school. Some of the lower seeds in the bracket have the ability to not only compete with the high seeds, but a few games. Potential for a Cinderella or 2 in this bracket is definitely there. Next up, we'll take a look at the South Region. The Texas Longhorns are the top seed, finishing at 24 and 8. They were conference tournament champions in the Big 12. They'll take on the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners, the number 16 ranked team. This is their 12th appearance ever in the NCAA tournament. Florida comes in as the number 8 seed, finishing at 22 and 11. Minnesota comes in to face them at number 9 with 19 wins and a legion of loyal fans just dying for some tournament success. Duquesne enters the field as the number 5 seed from the A-10 conference. This marks their 16th appearance all time in the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 12 seed, the Southern Methodist Mustangs, finished the season with 20 wins.
Duquesne Duke will be an extremely dangerous team in this tournament, mainly because they have such terrific veteran leadership. Coaches love when they have guys on the floor that have been around the block a few times because they don't get rattled. They play with composure. I look at the experience of this team as something that could put them over the top.
San Francisco comes in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 26 and 5. They'll take on the 13th seed from the Ivy League, the Big Green of Dartmouth, with 21 wins. And now the number 6 seed, the Red Storm of St. John, come into the tournament as 4th place team in their conference during the regular season and were semi-finalists in their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the LaSalle Explorers, who were 5th in their conference, finishing at 21 and 13. The New Mexico Lobos are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Bradley Braves, with 19 wins. Next up is the number 7 seed. The Georgia Bulldogs have established themselves as one of the best teams from the SEC. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the San Diego State Aztecs, with 25 wins. They return once more to the very familiar surroundings of the NCAA tournament. Our number 2 seed is from the Big 10. The Michigan Wolverines come into the NCAA tournament as winners of their regular season and conference tournament championship. They're going to play the number 15 seed, the Furman Paladins, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 20 and 11. Looking into the future a little bit, this bracket was poised for a titanic matchup in the regional final. With the top 2 seeds to take care of business in the first 3 rounds, we have the possibility of a classic Elite 8 meeting. On to our 3rd bracket of the day. Let's take a look at the Midwest region. The Boston College Eagles are the top seed, finishing at 26 and 5. They were winners of the regular season championship in the ACC. They'll take on the Portland State Vikings, the number 16 ranked team. This is their 3rd appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. Our number 8 seed is from the Pac-10. The Arizona Wildcats were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the big game. They're going to play the number 9 seed, the Brigham Young Cougars, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 19 and 12. The George Washington Colonials are in as the number 5 seed. They'll be taking on the number 12 seed, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, with 22 wins. Texas Tech enters the field as the number 4 seed from the Big 12. It's yet another appearance in the brackets for a school that's no stranger to the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 13 seed, the Samford Bulldogs, finished the season with 25 wins.
The Texas Tech Red Raiders are a team I love watching play. They've been one of the highest scoring teams in the country, and I don't see any reason for them to slow down during the tournament. If they can dictate the tempo of the game and force the other teams to run with them, they are very hard to deal with. I wouldn't put it past these guys to make a run this year.
Pittsburgh comes in as the number 6 seed, finishing at 24-10. They take on the 11th seed from the A-10 conference, the Rhode Island Rams, with 20 wins. And now the number 3 seed, the Stanford Cardinal, come into the tournament after finishing second in their conference during the regular season and finished second in their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 14 seed, the East Tennessee State Buccaneers, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 19-11. Next up is the number 7 seed. The Detroit Titans are the regular season champions from the Horizon League. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the Washington State Cougars, with 20 wins. They return once more to the very familiar surroundings of the NCAA tournament. Rutgers comes in as the number 2 seed, finishing at 24-7. Monmouth comes in to face them at number 15 with 20 wins for the tournament championship of the Northeast Conference. This bracket has the potential to give us a
Rutgers 2, they started out.
regional final if everything goes according to form and the top 2 seeds.
They started 2 guard and they started
And finally, let's have a look at the West region.
4.
The Mississippi State Bulldogs are the top seed, finishing at 28-7. They were conference tournament champions in the SEC. They'll take on the Norfolk State Spartans, the number 16 ranked team. This will be their second appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. Next up is the number 8 seed. The Tennessee Volunteers are the regular season champions from the SEC. They'll be going up against the number 9 seed, the Iowa Hawkeyes, with 21 wins. They return once more to the very familiar surroundings of the NCAA tournament. St. Bonaventure comes in as the number 5 seed, finishing at 24-9. They will take on the 12th seed from the Colonial Athletic Association, the Northeastern Huskies, with 22 wins. Louisville comes in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 24-8. Hawaii comes in to face them at number 13 with 17 wins in the tournament championship of the WAC. Our number 6 seed from the Big East, the Marquette Golden Eagles, had a tremendous year that included a regular season championship. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the Syracuse Orange, who were 7th in their conference, finishing at 19-12. The Kansas State Wildcats are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Wisconsin Milwaukee Panthers, with 20 wins. And now the number 7 seed, the Colorado Buffaloes, come into the tournament 6th in their conference regular season and were quarterfinalists in their conference tournament. They are the number 10 seed, the Georgetown Hoyas, who finished 2nd in their conference tournament, finishing at 24-13. Oregon State entered the field as the number 2 seed from the Pac-10. This is their 21st appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. They'll be getting ready to face the number 15 seed, the Winthrop Eagles, who finished the season with 16 wins.
The Oregon State Beavers are going to provide serious matchup problems to any team that doesn't have depth and defensive ability at both guard spots. They have outstanding backcourt play at both ends of the court. It's the main reason they've made it this far. They're going to have to maintain that form if they want to do some damage in this tournament.
It's the first question every Selection Sunday. Which is the toughest bracket? Well, this bracket looks to me like it wins that prize this year. Not only are the top seeds strong, the lower seeds can be dangerous as well. Clark, how do you view this year's top 16?
There's no real off-the-wall picks that jump out at me. These 16 teams are all pretty deserving. Let's give the committee some props this year.
Texas is the least impressive to me of all the number 1. I'm not saying that I think they're pushovers. I just think that they have the best chance of being knocked out before the Final Four.
Now, let's bring the conference picture into focus. The Big 12 gets
The ACC only 2?
the
Wow.
Big East with 7, 6 out of the A-10. The SEC gets 5 teams.
What a down year for the non-power conference. We're used to seeing at least one of those conferences compete on the level of the power conference, but not this year.
Too bad we didn't see more small conference schools in the tournament. None of those conferences got more than 1 team in the tourney. I don't expect any David and Goliath stories out of the teams that did get in.
I'm surprised there were so few bids for the teams in the ACC. It was an especially disappointing year for that conference. Usually you can count on a few of the nation's elite teams coming out of there. But this was a season where very few of those teams could maintain any type of positive momentum.
Here's the list of the teams that were on the bubble heading into Selection Sunday.
Purdue should have got
Which
in.
of those invitees should be sending the selection committee a thank you card?
Syracuse is going to sleep a lot better tonight than they did did last night, Greg. I wasn't sure they were going to get that invitation, but they snuck in through the back door. Now we'll see if they make the most of it.
While they start prepping for their first-round game, the 5 teams on the other side of the page will be full-time students again.
Idaho had a good shot in that large bid, or so I thought. But the bottom line this year was the bubble was too crowded with major conference teams, and they got stuck on the outside.
All right, Clark, now that we know all the teams match up, it's
That's
time
it.
to get the tournament underway.
Change
Let the Madness take over.
Greg, let's throw the ball up right now. I can't wait to get started. I hope this is an NCAA tournament that gives a lot of those special moments that stay with us for years to come.
For my partner Clark Kellogg and for all of us here in the 2K Sports Studios, I'm Greg Gumbel. Thanks for joining us on the NCAA Selection Show, brought to you by State Farm, the #1 auto insurer. Enjoy all the excitement of the NCAA tournament.
Wow. Oh. We can peep it real quick. Hey, so we got a bubble watch up. Wow. So my bracket. Interesting. Should be interesting game too. Most interesting first round matchup would be for this bracket. Maybe Oregon Kent State. Besides our game, Oregon Kent State for this bracket. Oh yeah, Colorado Georgetown most into the game for sure. Then Marquette Syracuse. This bracket, Florida Minnesota definitely. Most interesting game. Behind that one, Georgia San Diego State right behind that one. This bracket, most interesting game, Arizona. Yeah, probably Arizona BYU. Or toss up between that and Detroit Washington State. But overall, that's the weakest. Overall, Florida Minnesota top. First round game. Oh, we got a playing game right here. Interesting. And then this probably a top 9 game. And then Oregon Kent State. Overall ranking, Oregon Kent State right behind Colorado Georgetown. That's what it is, man. Holla.